Let's start the second part of our lecture. We will see the MongoDB. To download the MongoDB, you have to go to mongodb.com. Here you have two options. One is the cloud platform, that is Atlas, and second is you can download the database onto your system and use it. Here you have a community edition, enterprise edition. So it is up to you. By default, I will prefer to use the community edition because it is for a system, for a community worker to work. For enterprise DB, you need that DB for enterprise level organization. So you can download it here from. You will select your set database. You can select your Windows platform like Windows, Amazon, etc. You can use different zip file or MSI file or current version and download it, and you will install next. It will ask at one place, it will ask about the Atlas, that I sorry about the Compass. Either you want to install the Compass or not, it's up to you. You can select it. If you select it, it will take time to download the database and install it, and if you don't select it, it will install it instantly. So that is all from this community server. It will be installed. Then Compass is basically software, visual software, which helps you to um, um, basically see your database. If you have not installed MongoDB Compass with the MongoDB community server, you can install it later by going to the Compass, MongoDB Compass, and here you can see the Compass GUI for MongoDB, and download it and use it. So you can download it from here, from this page also. Try it now and it will download the Compass. For the Atlas version, you can start it free here. Actually, on the back end, it will use the Amazon EC2. Basically, it creates your cluster on Amazon EC2. You can see the screen here. It is Amazon's structure, North Virginia, or different basically cloud servers which will be used to create your cluster on your uh, actually MongoDB Atlas. MongoDB Atlas available at AWS, Azure, and GCP. So by default, it uses the AWS to create your uh, cloud storage. After that, you have installed your MongoDB. You have installed your Compass. Your Compass should look like this. When you open it, it will just look like this. It have a connect tab and etc. You can connect to your database, the local database. You can connect to your cluster also, that is available there on cloud. You can connect to this your cluster to this basically software also. When you install MongoDB onto your system, you it will be installed on C program files MongoDB server 4.4 bin, and you will have two major files, MongoDB and mongo.exe. If you install it as a service, you can see this service into your services in MongoDB. You can see it is running as a service now. I don't need to run MongoDB every time I start my laptop. So by default, it will be running at the backend. So I can utilize that MongoDB anytime. I can connect it using my Compass. By default, it will be connected with localhost colon 27017. When I connect it, it will be connected and it is showing me there are three databases available. If I go to add one database, there is no table, config no table, local, there is just not a blob. There is no other. And I can create a new table or new database, etc. Uh, this is basically a visual end of my database. You can create the database, create collection into it, etc. And you can add the document, you can delete the document, you can manipulate anything from here also. But we will start it from a command line as we have discussed in our lecture. So let's start with the MongoDB. MongoDB. Oh, sorry, Mongo. Mongo.exe is a client connector for your MongoDB. I can run the command here like db. It is showing me I am using test. I can I can use any DB like LMS. I have switched to LMS. If I run the command db, it will show me the LMS. But if I will uh, run the command show dbs, it will not show me LMS. This is very amazing for you people also. Actually, it has created the LMS, but it has no storage, so it will not show you here until unless I will create the collection here. So let me start my lecture with it so that we can see the commands. Lecture which we have seen in our lecture today. We have run this command show dbs collection. We don't need to create. We will insert something into db. db means LMS because it is a pointer to that current DB. As I can check DB, my DB is LMS. So I am writing DB dot, that means LMS dot. So I want to create a collection of students. Students dot insert. No, I want to insert. You can see I want to insert into a database of LMS. My collection is students, and I want to insert something into it. And I want to insert, sorry, a function, then uh, name, the name of the student. For example, Rashid is the name of the student. Sorry. So I'm inserting a new record. The record has been inserted. Like now, I will run the command show dbs. You can see the LMS is there because I have created a collection into it. I have inserted a record into it. If I run the command show collections, it will show me the collection has been created. The collection name is students. So collection is there, database is there, LMS is my database, and students is my collection is there. Next up, I will find db dot students dot find. It is a function. I will run the command, and it is showing me that I have one parameter, sorry, two variables in it. One is called the underscore id, that is the default value, sorry, default property, which contains an object, which will be of an object id, and it contains following value into it. It is a hashed value. So it is a built-in. It is just like auto number in your relational databases. So alternatively, it has included a primary key. This underscore id is your primary key in this case. It is also your primary index, and it has also created a name property with value Rashid. I can run the command db dot students dot find, and I can pass an object into it like name colon Rashid. It is returning me the data. If I skip few characters, it is not displaying me the value because we are going for the exact match with the Rashid. RAS is not available into our database. So we have created the database, we have created the collection, we have inserted the record into it. Now, for the second record, let's take an example of insert database. another record has been inserted, and you can see, and let's do select static from M. You can see two objects have been inserted. Both have a dynamic schema. The first one has the name field, second one has the name and age field. Now add another document, and it has father name and um, tel telephone number. That is, for example, a telephone number, and father name is Mukhtar. So I have inserted a value. Now if I will check the find, you can see we have three objects into our database, into the collection of students. The first one with the name, second one with the name and age, third one is with father name and tail number. It has not given me any error. So it means it has a dynamic schema for every document. This is a document, this is a document, and this is a document. Every document is basically a JSON object. So you can see here, this is auto number 45, 46, 47. It is incrementing by one and one and providing you the information. So alternatively, name, this document contains only the name. This document contains name and age. This document contains father name and telephone number. So we have seen how we can find the record, how we can insert the record into our collection. To update, we have to find and insert with the set uh, parameter. Update the basically value, and same we can limit the record. We can apply dot limit. For example, in this case, if we apply dot limit and we apply the limit of 2, let's see, it returns the first two values to us. You can apply the regular expressions also, and you can update the value accordingly. You can delete any record by using the remove. For example, db.people.remove, db.remove. Now we are passing, basically we can pass the regular expression also. We are passing the name is equal to Rashid. So let's see how it responds. No, it has not deleted that value because you can see R is lower. It is a string matching. You know, string matching is actually one on one. Now we have one. That means one record has been updated or resulted. If we see, we have only two records left. Clear? So that is how we can use the CRUD operations, insert, update, delete on our databases. And we can drop the database, we can drop the collection also. db.students dot drop. Oh, it will drop the complete true. So if we see show collections, we have no collection here. And if we see show DBS, and you will see there is no LMS now. No collection, that means no database. So you have to create the collection to have a database with us. Although if I will show the DB, it is still the LMS. You can find LMS here. So that is how MongoDB is manipulated. You have own querying structure. Just go through it. You should know the commands. You should have hands-on how to create, how to insert the object, how to delete the object, how to update the object, how to access the object, how to apply different filters. So this is what we have MongoDB. Uh, we know it is a dynamic schema. We can insert anything into it. We will use this flexibility sometime, but most of the time we will not use this flexibility. We will fix the basically schema of this database and we will work accordingly. So that is all from the today's lecture. We will come up with the connectors of node. Today we have not studied the node. We have not studied the connectors. We just performed on pure databases. We have seen the MongoDB, how to install it, how to create the collection, how to run different select commands, how to delete command, how to run the delete command, how to update the record, how to delete the database. So all the CRUD operations on the database has been performed in this lecture. Hopefully, you understand today's lecture. Uh, do some practice. After that practice, you can do it same in your Mongo Compass. You can create collection here, and you can create the databases here. So this is, and you can actually, if you select a specific collection, you can export it and etc. You can see your JSON object here. You can modify that object. You can delete that object, etc. So this is all what we have from today's lecture. Thank you very much.